I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm just saying what works for me. Maybe it'll work for you. I guess this is the volume I should talk at. I don't know. Am I not supposed to wear glasses? Is that like a thing? Because the reflection? Okay, whatever. I wear glasses. It's fine. So I get a lot of questions from people whenever I talk about getting migraines, especially in conjunction with roller skating. So I thought I'd make this to kind of put some stuff in a video, kind of in one place, of things that are helpful for if you get migraines, especially if you are a roller skater. Okay, so one of the main things that I find helps me a lot is in this magic little box. So this is where I keep all of my essential oils. It's funny, I'm not really like an essential oil person, I guess, but one, I think they smell good, and two, they really help me if I'm like feeling really stressed or if I'm getting a migraine or something. So it's kind of cool because it has all these little spots where you can kind of put, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I think you can see that. And I don't know where I got this box. I think I got this box actually from a certain massive online retailer that I no longer support, so I'm not going to link that. But I think a bunch of different companies make these guys. I have a sizable collection, but some of the ones that I like the most, first of all, any mint one is going to be really good for kind of helping you if you start to get a little like hazy or start seeing an aura, which that's how I always know I'm starting to get one, is I start seeing this sort of rainbow aura around things. But when that happens, my number one that I go for whenever I start feeling wonky is peppermint. You can't smell it. I don't know why I did that. It's a really strong scent, but it just sort of, I don't know, feels like it sort of clears things out a little bit. But the essential oils especially are things that I find help if like it's just starting. You can kind of catch it like before this certain point, then that can either stop it, or if you can't stop it, then it can at least make it feel a little less shitty. But yeah, peppermint, that's my number one go-to for that. And also, even if you do get a migraine, what I'll usually do is I'll put like a cold wet washcloth on my head, and I'll put a couple drops of peppermint, or I'll use the head ease one too. That's another good one. And I'll link all these below. But that just kind of helps make it less terrible when you're in the throes of an awful migraine. So let me see what's in the head ease one. This one has, let me smell it. Oh God, that smells so good. This one has chamomile, basil, frankincense, lavender, peppermint, rosemary, sweet marjoram, and wintergreen. Headies and peppermint are the two that I kind of swear by. Even if I don't have any of these other ones, like I will always have these two just kind of on hand. And then there's also spearmint and eucalyptus, and those are kind of like secondary. Oh, it smells so good. Some people really don't like spearmint. Like, it makes them feel like they're gonna throw up, but to each their own. And then eucalyptus is also a good one. Both of those are good too. So I put all these in here in alphabetical order, and then whenever I put them back, I like forget how the alphabet works. So another one that I just got that I really like is the blue tansy. It's honestly kind of intense if you just smell it straight from the bottle, but if you diffuse it, like in this bad boy, this is this really cool ceramic like supersonic diffuser. In a diffuser, this smells really good. Straight from the bottle, a little strong for me, but also the oil is blue, so that's kind of cool. Let me see if you can. Oh, okay, it's blue. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing flannel pajamas right now, considering it's September and still the summer, it is, let me see, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so I'm trying to be really cozy. And I was gonna have this going during this video, but turns out I actually don't have an outlet that's close to where I am sitting right now, and this is the best lighting in the house, so I'll show you how it works later. So sometimes when I'm starting to get a migraine, it kind of like psychs me out, and I get like, because they suck so bad, and if you've never had one, good for you. But I kind of start to freak out, and I feel myself starting to get a migraine because I'm like, I really don't want to have to go through this sucks, So the blood orange one, I just like to kind of put that in a diffuser and just sort of smell it, because it, I don't know, just puts me in a good mood. It smells really good, so highly recommend that one too. So this is a ceramic, and then you're just gonna take this off. You take this off, there's like a little maximum point here, like the highest point for your liquid. You put the water in here, you put a couple drops of whatever essential oils you want or whatever blend. Close this bad boy up. put this on. Boops. And then there's a cord. Ooh, hello. So you just plug it in and then plug this in, obviously. And that's how you turn it on or off. But yeah, it's great. I love it. Oh, and another thing that I think really helps, I've been taking a multivitamin that has magnesium. Actually, hold on, let me grab it because I need to take my vitamin. I use Ritual. I feel like everyone's seen the ads for that on like Instagram or whatever. It has kind of only like the essential things that you need, whereas I feel like a lot of multivitamins will have like this whole long list of stuff, and I'd rather try to get that for my diet and then just supplement with a vitamin that gives me like iron, magnesium, that kind of thing. So that's why I like these ones. Wow. Okay, they're actually very easy to swallow, I promise. I'm just really bad at swallowing pills when someone's looking at me, and it feels like someone's looking at me because there's a camera here. I think I have like a discount code. If I do have one, I'll put it in the description. Yeah, because I've heard that magnesium is good for migraines, and that vitamin has magnesium in it, so I do think that that has been helping me, at least somewhat. This tincture, who's this herbal firm? I don't even know who makes this, but it's called Migrafree, which is kind of, do you usually do that thing? You know how beauty people do like that thing? I don't know. Does that, I hope that focused. We'll see. This one has feverfew, lesser periwinkle, whatever that is, ginkgo, meadowsweet, white willow, and stevia. And it's in alcohol, so if you don't take tinctures and alcohol, don't take this one. This is another one where as soon as I kind of start to feel one coming on, I'll like put a drop or full-ish in some water and just kind of throw that back. It doesn't even have to be this one. I'm sure there are tons of other migraine tinctures. This is just one that I found at my local health food store. But just anything with feverfew I find works for me, so that's what I look for when I look for one of these. There's this amazing company based out here in Colorado called 1906, and they make these amazing drops. They'll have different sort of categories, like this one's called Genius, and this is what I always have, one of these little guys in my medicine cabinet, like literally all the time, because I know that it'll help me. Sometimes I even bring one of these to the skate park, because I know that if I take a really gnarly fall, that sometimes that can trigger a migraine for me. So if I know I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff, or if I do take a nasty tumble, I usually pop one of these. Here, I'll show you what they look like. They're just these little, they're again small things, easy to swallow. They just look like that. Do I need to do this? Is this what people do? So these do have THC in them, so you can only use these if you're in a state where it's legal and then where they sell these. But it also has caffeine in it, and what else? And some other plant medicines. Okay, so migraines are weird. No one really quite knows why the heck they happen or what exactly causes them, and it can be different things for different people, so it's really hard to treat them, which is part of why I wanted to make this, to kind of show things that helped me, because maybe it'll help you too. But caffeine, some people it makes things worse, some people makes things better. For me, caffeine helps me a lot if I'm getting a migraine. And these guys, they don't have a ton of caffeine in them, because actually I don't drink coffee, because if I drink coffee I turn into a jittery nightmare of a person. But these are really, really low dose. They're only 2.5, so they're super low, so you're not, there's not like, ooh, it's just sort of like medicine. That's how I see it as. But these are great. This is an eye pillow. This thing is freaking awesome. So this is silk, so it's like very luxurious and lovely on your face, but it's also weighted, so there's beans in it. So this is so this is what I usually do, like if I'm feeling like it's starting to come on, or if I'm deep in the throes of one, I'll take this guy and just, let me take my glass stuff. I'm gonna put it on your head like that. And honestly, even right now, it's super relaxing. It's weighted, which for me, like weighted stuff like that always feels super nice, especially on a migraine. It kind of feels like a hug for your cranium a little bit. I've also heard that weighted blankets are really good for migraines. I haven't tried one before. I feel like it would kind of be the same thing, as feel like you're sort of compressed and touched like that. I know some people when they're in pain, they really don't like to be touched at all. I'm one of those people where if I'm in pain or need help or something, I really love having like a hand or just like some sort of physical contact, probably because my love language is physical touch. But this is, so I swear by this thing. Even if you're having trouble going to sleep, these things are great. I feel like a lot of the times when I want to progress in roller skating, I really want to drill one move or one type of movement or something over and over again, like spins or jumps or anything like that. But I found that if I drill something too many times in a row, it actually will trigger a migraine, especially if it spins and especially if it's jumps. I kind of feel like it's been halting my progress a little bit. Not that I don't think I've been progressing, but for example, like my 360s are so bad because I can't drill a 360 more than 3 times in a row, I think, before I start feeling like, oh, this is not going to feel too great later. So that kind of sucks. But all the things that I just showed here are things that help me kind of combat that so that I can drill things for a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, just listen to your body. Like if you're starting to feel like a migraine's coming on, or even not even a migraine, just if you're starting to feel nauseous or your knees bothering you, or you feel like you twerked your neck weird during a fall, just take a rest, take a break, cut your practice short for that day. It's fine. You're still gonna do great. I don't really know how people like end a YouTube video, so I'm just gonna go skate. Bye.